Dead breeze, we rap this shit. Where they pull them weapons quick and snitches be the death of it. Do you hear them? Here they come. Niggas balling out the slums. Here to tell you where I'm from.
Yeah, it's too much of that boxing shit, man. I couldn't find it.
Find what?
I couldn't sit down and listen to Joshua talk so fucking much. I tuned out too quick.
I hear you.
He talk a good game, man. It's too much for me, man. That's the only thing he do, dog.
No,
nigga, the best actor on this planet, man.
It's the exact opposite.
I ain't the best actor on this planet,
Paco,
man.
what heavyweight move like him?
What
heavyweight move like him?
I mean, he can't box, bro. Like, I admitted that Wilder ain't the best.
No.
I admitted that. I admitted that Lennox Lewis would have torched his eye. Nah, both of them. I admitted that Lennox would torch his eye.
Joshua ain't the best. I personally believe that of all the boxers in the heavyweight division today, if anybody gonna beat Tyson Fury and he at his best, it'll be Joshua. Because he boxes well enough and hit hard enough. And just when I look at who the best is, and people had a conversation from the street to the barbershop, and in my personal opinion,
how you making judgment and Wilder ain't boxed yet? The nerve of these niggas.
I just think that Joshua beats Wilder. I just think that the same way Fury beat Wilder, Joshua could do that easier than.
But a lot of people think Fury would trash that nigga.
And that's true. That's true. A lot of people do believe that. I'm not saying that Joshua beat Fury or Wilder. What I'm saying is that if I was betting my money, I would bet on Joshua because I believe he has the tools to outbox Deontay Wilder.
So why are you neglecting Wilder's tools? That's the only thing I'll be asking.
Because he only really has one. That's the only issue with him. And that's not my only issue, but as a boxer, his problem is that he only had one. And because they put him on that same PBC plan where you cherry pick for 25, 35 fights, for the most part, I'm not saying that all his fights is cherry picks. What I'm just saying is some of the people that he beat after he became champion, like he never unified. And he been champion the longest right now. Well, he just lost his belt, but Fury left. He was champion for like 5 years. Joshua said it to him. He said, I've been champion for 2.5 years and I got 3 belts. You've been champion for 5 years and you got 1.
Wilder needs to take it straight to that nigga and beat his fucking.
But he had an opportunity to do that. That's what I'm saying about Joshua. Joshua is doing everything the right way. He's trying to be great. That's why he offered Deontay Wilder money, knowing he got the most powerful right hand.
How you letting this talk for you, though? That's what I don't understand.
It's not talk. It's action behind it. It's action behind it, bro. When I send you a $120 million contract, that's an action behind it.
He the best talker boxer since Ali that I ever seen. So that shit put you to sleep.
I agree.
He be talking, and I'll be like, man, I'm about to take a net.
Wilder or Joshua?
Joshua. Wilder at least sounds real. He don't even know how to talk. Like, at least he sounds real with his shit.
Out of the two of them, Wilder, Joshua, the one who don't know how to talk, you saying?
He talking too well. Too fucking well.
But the thing is talking too well when you're trying to portray an image because you're in the national spotlight.
I know what his image is. That's why I don't like him.
And that's why Dillian White don't like him. Dillian White say it all the time. I don't like you because you act like you this good guy and you're a fucking asshole behind closed doors.
For facts.
I believe it. He the same one who told you he was street fighting and got locked up, I believe, and was in jail for a little bit and all that shit. He told you that. He ain't perfect, bro. Dude's not perfect. What I'm saying is this. He come in the division despite what everybody else is doing and do shit the hard way. That's the cat I'm getting behind. Period.
I mean, but he hit his pockets. Like, I've seen pockets.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen when you always stepping up. That's what's going to happen when you always taking risk.
Klitschko wanted to see what was in his jackets, man. I'm just telling you, man. And that's Klitschko.
But what I'm saying is, Klitschko knocked him down, and then this man came back and won the fight.
And Klitschko can't beat Fury either. That nigga got torched 9 out of 10 rounds, bro. I mean, 9 out of 10 times.
I mean, I'm not saying Klitschko can beat Fury. I've seen Klitschko lose to Fury, and I just think Klitschko has everything. I mean, Fury has everything Klitschko don't want. He got the length, he got the height, he can keep him on the end of his jab. It's like they say, styles make fights, and that's what I'm saying.
And they're using weight now. It's corny. Boxing, heavyweight getting corny again.
It's not. It's just starting to pop. Look how many people you got that actually got a decent name for themselves. You got damn near 10, 15 cats who people believe is going to either compete for a championship or one day be a champion.
I mean, middleweight still jumping, but
absolutely. But they going through the
that's
same.
That's been holding
bullshit.
It down for a while.
They going through the same bullshit. Well, welterweight was, but now
welterweight and middleweight, yeah, they straight.
But now that Bud is here, you know, he fucked everything up. He came in and don't nobody want to fight him.
I like all them niggas though. They all alright though.
Yeah, they can all fight. I mean, all of them down to Danny Garcia, they can all fight. But
yeah,
it's just levels to it. And they all know Terrence Crawford is on another fucking level. And that's why, that's what I was saying. This whole time, me and you been going back and forth about Wilder. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Wilder's cherry picking, and it's proven because he wouldn't take the Joshua fight. He wouldn't take the Dillian White fight. And these fights would have been 2, 3, 4, 5 times as much money as he was making at the time. There's no excuse for that. You don't turn down that type of money. Especially when you haven't made it, and then you say you're going to be loyal to people who ain't offering you that type of money. So the boy, Eddie Hearn, came in on the jack move. He on the block, and he got dubs for dimes. So everybody out here with $10 bags is fucked. Or Eddie Hearn got to get off the block. That's why they ain't choosing not to play with him. They want his business to fail. Because if his business failed, then he got to get off the block. They want pay-per-view to stay. He don't. He found something better for you. It didn't cost him $1.5 billion. It cost some billionaire that. He gave Eddie the money to run it. It's not Eddie's money. Eddie just said, listen, how can I make this a success? I'm going to sign Canelo. I'm going to sign Joshua. Those are the 2 biggest deals in the game. They talking about Pacquiao possibly going over there. That would be number 3. GGG's over there. Mikey Garcia. They got, I mean, it's too many. Usyk. Joseph
Tank. I'm trying to see that too.
Fighting who?
Mikey Garcia.
Tank Davis ain't fighting no fucking Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia at 147. Tank Davis supposed to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz.
Who?
Leo Santa Cruz. He got a championship. Tank Davis, but they whole shit is corny. It's the same thing everywhere. Like, that's why I say all the time, and you know I like Ortiz. I'll put it out there on personal record. I lost money to this man betting on Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder in the first fight. I will say this because it's true. At the end of the day, my point is this. Luis Ortiz ain't no boogeyman because ain't nobody running from him. Devin Haney Devin Haney is a boogeyman. Devin Haney is a boogeyman. People is running from him. None of them want to fight him. Not his friend, Ryan Garcia, your guy, not Tank Davis, not Lomachenko. None of them want to fight him. They all telling him no. And he at the zone. So that's a big check. They turning down a big check. I'm telling you, man, you can't fake this shit. You cannot fake this shit. Lomachenko don't have no excuse to turn down any fights. And why did they give Lomachenko franchise champion? To avoid Devin Haney. He can now still be a champion even if he don't fight Devin Haney. That shit corny. It's the same thing. Earl Spence talking about strap season, but you ain't fighting Bud Crawford and he got a belt. It's strap season, but you about to fight Danny Garcia. Shut the fuck up. Danny Garcia ain't got no belt. But it's only 2 places he can go. Pacquiao or Crawford. And Pacquiao...
He gonna fight Crawford, dude.
Nah, he ain't gonna fight Crawford. And Pacquiao's decision only. Pacquiao says, I choose who I fight.
Only reason I say Crawford that animal is they be hitting him in the chin. It don't affect this animal, dog.
Nah,
it
Crawford
don't,
is a monster, dog.
That nigga chin made out of gold, cannon.
So this is what I'm saying. The same concept as Anthony Joshua and Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford.
Don't compare chins. Don't do that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Joshua got a chin like Crawford. What I'm saying is this. When we talking about who's done what, why is Terrence Crawford great? Terrence Crawford is great because Terrence Crawford unified 2 different divisions. He had 4 belts, all the belts. That means he's the undisputed champion in 2 different divisions. Then moved up to welterweight. And in the first fight in welterweight, took a belt. So he's a 3-division champion now. Undisputed in 2 of those divisions. And he's been barking for a unification in 147. I know he's not bullshitting. The dude who unified at 2 other divisions is bullshitting? Nah, you can't tell me Terrence Crawford is the one ducking. It's Errol Spence. It has to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Terrence Crawford has done this before, and that's the same concept with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Wilder, you was champion longer, and you ain't never unified. You were champion longer than Joshua, and you ain't never had a unification. You ain't never fought with another dude who had a belt. Joshua came in.
2 different weight classes.
No, they not. They're the same weight class. Joshua and Wilder. Don't matter what weight class you are.
I'm talking about down at the. You comparing apples and oranges.
No, I'm not. I'm comparing undisputed to undisputed. One face, one name, one champion, right, Deontay Wilder? Why would you say that and never unify? The same reason you said Joshua was ducking but you turned down $120 million. Come on, man. It all goes hand in hand. There's a correlation here. He fought a bunch of bums. He got the most fights in the heavyweight division with the most knockouts. That lets me know 2 things. A, he hit hard as shit. And B, he fought a whole...
Who's these boogeymen that Joshua fought, though?
They're not boogeymen. They're just the top guys. All of them is top-ranked guys. When you're talking about... Think about it.
Parker.
Top-ranked guy. Former champion.
Man.
Top-ranked guy, former champion. You saw the videos.
Like, this nigga
You saw the videos.
Who live and...
Top-ranked guy.
God.
He lost to Klitschko.
I seen that Klitschko fight when he got put on his pockets. I seen that. I keep telling you I seen
what
that.
I'm explaining to you... All right, so this is what I'm saying to you.
Klitschko wasn't trying to take new prisoners. Bull beat him, though.
But what I'm saying to you is this. I'm not saying that these guys are the best fighters in the world. What I'm saying is this, that in the list of guys who are the best fighters, the top 20, the top 25, the top 50, how do Deontay Wilder have 44 fights to Anthony Joshua's 24 fights, and Joshua has fought more people in that top 25 than Wilder? How does that happen?
Bro.
Huh?
Shit happened.
That ain't never happened, bruh. The same guy who fought...
He gave Fury a chance, so that's a murky argument, bro.
All right, so let's look at when he gave Fury a chance. Was Fury in the best shape of his life at the top of his game when Deontay Wilder gave him that opportunity?
He was last time.
Yeah, the time he whooped his ass, right? That's why we said the cherry pick gone wrong.
Nah, I don't think it was that.
Yes, it is, because you tried to catch him when he was cold. You tried to put his name as a notch on your belt when Fury was cold. That's what you tried to do.
I don't see it.
How? When Fury, how don't you see it? When Deontay Wilder has been active for years in a row, Tyson Fury has not. It's just like Bermane Stiverne. How does Bermane Stiverne come back to boxing after being off for 2 years and his first fight is a title fight?
He won the box.
But that's not how it's supposed to work. So if you're correct and that's what happened, he wanted to box, therefore they made him mandatory.
Put money in that nigga pocket. Let me knock him out too. Fuck it.
So my point is this. Mandatory is a status that you're supposed to earn from being active and fighting other people who are ranked under the same sanctioning body as you.
How come when they watch that fight, everybody like they seem to miss them times when Deontay Wilder's legs ain't look right, he was still threatening that nigga chin. He was still just, wow, why people keep missing that? And then they brought it up a while later that he was threatening.
Why would we speak on that when he lost the fight? That would be the...
I'm just telling you about boxing moves. I'm just telling you about boxing moves, bro.
His boxing moves didn't help him, bro.
Shit, if them legs was there, I would have been...
It wasn't. He got stopped. You talking about a hypothetical. You talking about a what if.
Nah, that wasn't hypothetical. I seen no legs, sweat. That's what I seen, bro.
Remember, just a couple days prior to press conference, he told Fury he had pillow fists?
He do.
So how he knock him out?
In my opinion.
So how did he knock? So what does that mean about Deontay Wilder?
That he got hit with bare knuckles.
Oh, so we going back to that?
I don't know who left there, but that's where we got to keep it at until the next fight.
This is the problem, y'all. They can't take the L. They got to make up shit. Because
all this stuff is almost, it's basically fact. Like, even his boy said, he fucked the gloves up in training. So
let me ask you this.
I don't know why that's not fact by now.
The same gloves you train with ain't the same gloves for fight night, cuz.
Listen, it's all the same, bro.
No, it's not.
He endangered a man's life in the ring.
No, he did.
Then he did it again.
What I'm saying is this. So now
it's the same shit, bro.
Fury didn't cheat. So how come? All right, according
to the padding out the gloves. Am I tripping?
So
am I tripping?
So let me get. So basically, it was a conspiracy theory.
A conspiracy theory when he took the shit out the glove and his partner told on him?
I'm asking.
That's a conspiracy theory?
Listen. I'm going to tell you why. Do you know?
You say so.
Do you know the way it works at a boxing match? When somebody is fighting
I've never seen no shit like that. I threw on boxing gloves many times and other niggas. Gloves probably like fucking 10 years old, and I ain't see that issue, bro.
Ain't you a fan of Showbiz? What's your man Showbiz tell you?
Showbiz a fucking liar. Showbiz is definitely wrong.
Now Showbiz is a liar because he don't agree with you.
No, that's not it. He proved himself wrong. He proved this. That's why he keep making videos.
Wrong because you don't agree with him. He keep making videos.
No, he proved himself wrong.
He
proved himself wrong. I watched him do it twice.
He keep making videos because people like you.
But he's wrong, Brock. He already like. Just because you say you don't want to say you're wrong, that don't mean you're not wrong, bro.
Yeah, but just because you believe he's wrong doesn't mean he is wrong. That's your opinion. That's people who agree with your opinion. There's no fact. All right, so this is why it's a conspiracy theory. Because I want you to understand something. I'm going to put it out for you real plain. When Tyson Fury got his wrist taped and his gloves put on, the Los Angeles Athletic Commission has instructors and representatives there. Not only that, Wilder's head trainer, the guy JD's who said Mark Breland shouldn't have threw the towel in, he was right there watching too. He watched Fury get his hands taped as well. This is why Deontay Wilder is not using the excuse of...
I know, bro, because the world perfect and nobody grimy.
No. Oh, but this is what I'm saying. How come they wasn't grimy in the first fight?
What you mean it was grimy in the first fight? What are you talking? They both were cheating.
All right, so
I've said this 1,000 times.
Okay, so how come in the second fight it's a problem that Fury cheated again according to you? You said they both cheated. So how come Fury cheating and winning is a problem?
It's excuses that I don't want to make for Wilder. It's excuses. There's so many excuses out there that I don't even want to make for Wilder, bro.
But there's no reason to make those
excuses. That's how serious it is. I don't even want to make those excuses.
Those excuses is bullshit. Those excuses are bullshit. Y'all need to take
everything I see on my own two eyes, but they bullshit. They conspiracy theories now.
Conspiracy theories, because for what you are saying to be true, the judges, the people from the Los Angeles Athletic Committee, all these people, the people who signed the tape.
Oh, the titles. You using titles? Because I use my eyes.
Titles. What I'm explaining.
I use my eyes. You using titles.
This would by definition have to be a conspiracy theory, because you have so many different groups of people who work in different parts of the country and some who don't even work in the country, all working in unison to help Tyson Fury.
The mayor of boxing, Brock? The mayor of boxing? That's who you won't believe?
I'm not saying I believe nobody, but it's multiple people, just like the people who said Tyson Fury did not test positive for anything banned. Those people are a completely different group than a group of people who sat there and signed his tape.
I mean, it's a conspiracy theory that he was cheating, too, and doing steroids. That's a conspiracy theory that he was snorting coke and things like that. That's all conspiracy.
See, we can't stoop to that level. We can't stoop to that level.
Why?
Because now you're saying things that we all know are fact because he tested positive for cocaine. So you can't say that is a conspiracy theory. He was tested positive and banned and suspended for cocaine. So you cannot say what you're saying that it's a conspiracy. If I go to jail for something, you can't say it's a conspiracy theory that they thought I did it. No, they charged me. There's no conspiracy theory there. It actually happened. Now, I might not have done the crime, But the point is, Tyson Fury tested dirty for cocaine. He was suspended. So you can't call that part of the conspiracy theory is the fact that none of the people involved from the neutral parties, like an athletic committee, or this was a joint paper, this was a joint co-promotion. Deontay Wilder's people had 50%, Tyson Fury's people had 50%. So what you're telling me, this is why it's a conspiracy theory, is all these neutral parties who were there to get a check.
You ain't seen no gloves flopping around?
I did see the glove flopping around, but what I'm asking you and I ask everybody else, what advantage did that serve?
Who knows? I don't know.
But we don't. So just because we don't know, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence, brother. I know you understand what that means.
And y'all proof of some dude putting his hand in the gloves talking about he'll break his hand. Y'all niggas is weird.
That's not my proof.
The new weirdos,
that's not
man.
My proof. That's my proof. My proof is to ask you, young Pharaoh.
I ain't got nothing to do with bull.
You,
I was saying my stuff beforehand. You don't remember?
LDBC. What I want to ask y'all.
The only thing I want to talk about was that glove.
What I want to ask y'all is this: what advantage did it give Tyson Fury?
A big one. You don't know what kind of advantage that do.
So now let me ask you another question.
If I had one good hand and one slapping hand, I'm straight,
question.
Bro.
So by you saying this, you're admitting that Deontay Wilder is a fraud. You want me to tell you how?
Nah, I agree that when he took off his outfit,
I knew something was up. I'm going to tell you how. Because he said, irregardless of what his fans said, he said three things that don't go with what y'all saying. He said three things directly. My leg was hurting before the fight, Exhibit A. That's not Tyson.
Leg. That's all I need to know.
Wait.
Same thing I said. That matches up, right?
Wait.
That matches up. Okay.
He said his outfit was heavy. And C, he
said... The outfit.
Hold on.
We both call it an outfit. I'm using your language.
Now,
you right?
Okay, and this is where y'all going to differ on evidence, piece of evidence C. He said Fury never hurt him. Now, if you're claiming that Fury has some unfair advantage in which he was able to use his knuckles...
I mean, a warrior going to say that, though. Okay. A warrior is going to say that.
A warrior ain't going to make no excuse.
He's going to want to surf out on his shield. He's going to tell you he ain't hurt when his head busted up.
A warrior is not going to make any excuse.
I never heard that. But
wow.
I guess you making a new saying up that...
warriors don't make... Joshua ain't make no excuse when he lost.
Joshua a good actor, and he was kind of making excuses. No, it's just not the one I wanted.
No, people was making excuses for him.
You got that.
Just like Wilder not the one I wanted. Making excuses for Wilder. There were... I got a video on it. So we ain't going to do that on... We ain't going to do that on the OGTV. We ain't going to do that to Brock. You can't put me in...
Well, we can just start by he a good actor.
My video...
Can we say that on the OG?
Don't never buy your own hype. Anthony Joshua knocked Andy Ruiz down and thought he had him. And he came in too close on a shorter fighter who wanted to be in his chest anyway because he has fast hands. Heavyweight division, they only take one punch. And where did he get hit? In the same place as Deontay Wilder. Now that's karma. Because y'all was running around saying Joshua had a weak chin. See, he got hit in the same spot as Deontay Wilder. So can we say Deontay Wilder has a weak chin too?
Yeah, he got back up and was doing the thing.
So Joshua ain't get back up?
He wasn't doing the thing, but he was
So let me get this right. After Deontay Wilder was knocked down and after Anthony Joshua was knocked down, you saying that Joshua looked worse than Wilder?
He would have lasted longer, yeah.
Wilder would have lasted longer. Both lasted to the 7th round.
That's true, but in my opinion, Wilder would have lasted longer.
But how can you have an opinion when we have an actuality?
His boys throwing the towel. I ain't got no proof.
Yeah, and the referee stopped the fight with Joshua. What's your point?
I mean, he was done. The nigga was on bended knee. Nigga,
and Wilder was not?
It's that jagged edge.
And Wilder was not? I want all the Wilder fans out here who are going to hear this.
Wilder, I seen trip over his two lemons, bro. I watched Wilder trip over his two lemons, bro.
all the Wilder fans out here who going to hear this. I want y'all to understand something. For all y'all saying what my man, my compatriot is saying right here about Deontay Wilder should have went out on the shield, Mark Breland, the person who did throw in the towel, you know he's a former Olympic gold medalist and a a former welterweight world champion,
Well,
right?
my compadre, that don't mean he can't be bought.
No. So, oh my God, now Wilder's corner man, the dude who taught him how to box, was bought.
I'm just saying it can happen. This not even.
But I'm
This
trying
is
to,
me saying what if. You know what I'm saying? It could happen.
So why they
you
ain't
keep
buy
acting
the
like it
first
can't
fight?
happen.
So why they ain't
They said the ref was cheating that first round. I mean, I didn't see it, but that's what people say.
Listen, I'm gonna put something in y'all mind right now. Y'all probably heard it because I think I heard one or two people say it. You notice how him and other Wilder supporters aren't mentioning the third fight because they don't believe Deontay can win. So even in the back.
Oh, I'm waiting on that.
No, you're not. You're sitting
I
here
told you not to rush the judgment.
talking about a glove gate conspiracy. You're not. Wait, you ain't said nothing about the fight till I just said something about it.
I said they're not going to take the belt from that cheater. I said we got to wait till the third June.
But he ain't cheating. There's no evidence of him cheating except for what y'all.
My lying ass eyes, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
My lying ass eyes, bro.